Alright, in the interest of speed, I'll just skip the introduction and jump straight into it. Next question. If you were to vote in the US presidential elections, who would your pick be? Well, that depends. Are we talking about the primaries, or are we talking about, like, once we're done with the primaries, that'll be, I think we're actually done at February 5th, right? Whatever. When we're done with the primaries and we actually have, like, a candidate for each party. Because if we're talking in the primaries, I would vote for Denis Kucinich, I think. Him or Mike Gravel are like the only two that are sensible in to my mind. But as I've stated before, to even get to this point in like the race, whatever, to even get to this point, you more or less have to sell your soul to the highest bidder. So, to my mind, they're all corrupt to some extent, anyway. And I mean, the only Republican that's like reasonable is Ron Paul, and he kind of sold out when he said he didn't believe in evolution. So whether that's true or not, he lost the last measure of respect I had for him at that point. And don't all you Ron Paulies now go and harass me, because I'm not really interested. So just go somewhere else with that. Anyway, so I would definitely vote for a Democrat regardless, because basically the Republicans are fucking up you guys' country. Get real. I mean, seriously. Oh god, don't even get me started on this. Okay, so whoever ends up winning the Republican race, I don't give a shit. I mean, even John McCain is way out there. Whoever wins the Democrats race would be the person I'd vote for. And I'm at this point, I'm kind of rooting for Barack Obama because, well, he's better than Clinton. But since neither of the candidates that I really would prefer are likely to make it, so probably I'd end up voting for Barack in the actual presidential elections, if I was a United States citizen, which I am not. So the whole point is moot anyway. But yeah, that's my answer to that. Next question. How far do you think humanity would be in the scientific field without religion, etc., to delay or hinder science? For example, you think we would have settlements on Mars by now? Someone once said, I don't remember where this quote came from, but I heard someone say, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, since I can't remember the exact quote and I can't remember where it came from. So I'm paraphrasing, but someone said, if not for the church, Columbus might have gone to the moon. And I think that's pretty accurate, actually, because we did get like a 500 to 1,000 year setback by the fact that the church insisted on basically burning all the old Greek philosophical texts and all that shit. And as I've stated before, we actually owe a debt of gratitude, believe it or not, to the Muslim world for keeping copies of these texts for long enough for us to get our hands on them again and actually expand upon them, which of course the Muslims hadn't managed to do. But yeah, I think we would be on Mars by now. I think we would be like 500 years ahead of where we are, and I have no idea where 500 years ahead would leave us. I mean, who the fuck knows? Maybe there wouldn't be a planet left. Well, there would be a planet, but probably a lifeless rock if we'd managed to more or less eradicate ourselves. But who knows? I mean, without religion, half the wars or more of not just this past century, but of human history wouldn't have been fought at all. So it's anyone's guess, really. I mean, it's such an open-ended thing. It's anyone's guess. So yeah, I think we would definitely have settlements on Mars if we hadn't managed to kill ourselves at that point. Next question. What is, in your view, the motivation or goal behind your videos? What audience would you like to reach or address? You guys are really good at putting at least 2 questions into each. Anyway, the motivation or goal behind my videos. Well, it's multi-pronged, really. My primary goal is to get people to just think a little bit about it. And I know I would have appreciated having access to this kind of material when I was going through my my transition from theist via agnostic to atheist. I know this could have definitely helped me. So that I guess that's kind of my other point is yeah, if there's anyone out there who needs this kind of material to be there, then I'll do my best to make sure it's there, and that's really all there is to it. I mean, that's it, right? That's the best I can do, and so that's what I'm doing. And what was the other part of your question? Shit. What audience would you like to reach? Address? I'd like to reach the fence sitters. I'd really like to reach the fence sitters. Um, yeah, like the people that are unsure. I think those are the most. I mean, the fundamentalists. You can't change their minds. It's impossible. They have to change their own minds slowly, like I did. I mean, but you, if you can just plant a seed. I mean, I know that's a Christian metaphor, but if you can plant a seed in the back of their brains, that's the best you can hope to accomplish. But the fence sitters, especially, you can move the fence sitters. So I would hope to do that sometime. Next one. What's your favorite football team? And for you non-Europeans, when we say football, we're talking soccer. Okay? I mean, what you call football is not football. It doesn't involve a whole lot of kicking. Hint, hint. God damn it. Anyway, what's my favorite soccer team? Well, I root for a Danish soccer team that you probably don't know, and but frankly, it's not something that I worry too much about. I live like 500 meters away from the local stadium, and it's really annoying because every weekend you get these drunken assholes walking by, and it's really annoying, and I don't give a shit about football, basically. Yeah. So, next question, and this is a bonus question because this guy already asked one. And actually the previous one, it was also a double question, but from a Skåning to a Dane. I don't know how to say Skåning in English. I can't say that in English, so I'm not even going to try. Some people in Skåne would think it would be fun to be a part of Denmark again. What do you think? What do I think? I don't give a shit, frankly. I mean, yeah, the Danish Empire used to stretch quite a lot further than what it does today. Most of Scandinavia was under our control at one point in time or another. So I guess there's these remnants of Danish nationals left all over the place. But I mean, if you can get a majority to vote for returning to Danish rule, then by all means go the fuck ahead. But I mean, there are islands in Denmark where you have like these little minority parties that are actually trying to break free of Danish influence, and our colonies in Greenland and the Faroe Islands, which is, by the way, saying the same thing twice because O is means island, but whatever. But they're trying to break free from us, more or less, and that's a long fucking transition. But whatever. But yeah, if you can get the vote, sure. But in the end, I'm voting for a unified Earth once we can get past all our fucking tribal differences and move the fuck on already. So basically, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, if you want to be a Dane, then by all means. But it makes no difference to me, and it wouldn't make any difference to me if I was a Swede or a Norwegian. And I mean, who cares? It would make a difference to me if I was an American, of course. I wouldn't want to be an American because basically I think the American system in so many ways isn't ideal. But and I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people when I say this, but that's really my point of view. But I guess everyone's like biased by where they come from, so fuck, I promised I'd speed this up and I have actually slowed down, but whatever. See you in the next installment. Peace.